How's it going? I hope everyone is doing well whenever you see this. So, we're going to continue on and we're going to be doing Sagittarius and Capricorn April readings with the bones and the charms. So, everyone is welcome, regardless of where you may have Sagittarius and Capricorn in your chart. You may be a sun sign Sag, a moon sign Sag, a rising Sag, or have it anywhere in your chart. Again, everyone is welcome. All the readings that I do are timeless. So for some people, they could resonate during the month of April 2024, or they could be a couple months in the past, or even a couple months into the future, since it is a general reading. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. I want to do a quick sound bell here, just to check in and with my guides, and for you guys, if you want to take a couple of deep breaths and to clear the energy from the bones and the charms of the previous reading. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that now and then get started. All right. So if you are sensitive to sound, you may want to turn it down a little bit when I do the sound bell, in case you're sensitive to that, but it won't be forever. All right. So this is going to be for Sagittarius for April 2024. All right. All right, guys. Sorry for the dogs barking, but hopefully you got some of the good part of that sound bell. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put this over to the side and get started. So when I do shuffle or shake the bones and the charms, they do make a little bit of noise. Again, if it's loud, just bear with me. It won't be forever. But this is the way that I shuffle the cards, so to speak. All right. So spirits guide my hands in love and light, respect and reverence before, during, and after. Thank you for all advice and wisdom and guidance given. And thank you, of course, for listening. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for fire sign Sagittarius for April 2024. What do they need to see? What do they need to know for their highest good? Spirit, guide my hands, please. Messages for Sagittarius for April 2024. What do they need to see? What do they need to know for their highest good? Spirit, guide my hands, please. Spirit, guide my hands, please. Spirit, guide my hands. Oh, wait. Where is that? Hold on. I felt something drop. I just want to make sure it was only one charm. Okay. I think we're good. All right. So again, spirits guide my hands, please. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for fire sign Sagittarius, the Archer, for April 2024. What do they need to see? What do they need to know for their highest good? Spirits guide my hands, please. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for Sagittarius. Messages for Sagittarius for April 2024. Messages for Sagittarius. Messages for Sagittarius for April 2024. Messages for Sagittarius. Messages for Sagittarius. Messages for Sagittarius for April 2024. Messages for Sagittarius. Messages for Sagittarius. Messages for Sagittarius. All right. So they're all done. They all came out. So now we're going to go ahead and flip over a couple of them that I can, that are not going to disturb any of the other ones. Just so you can see them more clearly. I will be taking the camera down and holding it so you can see stuff more up close in just a minute. A lot of the charms ended up right here, so a few of them I don't want to disturb, so to speak. So I can try to do it with my pen, but it's just so sensitive. Okay. I don't want to do any more because I don't want to disturb it. So it's all good, Sagittarius. All right, we're going to take a picture here. I also forgot to check the sound. That's important. So let's just make sure we're good on sound. Okay, so it looks like we are, which is great. So let's take our picture and then get started. All right, move this over a little bit too, out of the way. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. Let's take this camera here and bring it closer. So you guys can see the bones and charms a lot clearer. Okay. So you had a few here, Sagittarius, that kind of went outside the mat, which is fine and normal. So we will talk about that in a few minutes. But I also want to find out where Spirit wants me to start the reading because it's different for every reading. So I'm just going to put this down for a few minutes while I hover my hands over and see where they want me to start. So 1 second here. Spirits guide my hands, please. Spirits guide my hands. Okay, so they kind of want to start like right here, wherever that is. All right, so that looks like it's where the skull is, which tends to happen sometimes, not all the time, but where the skull is sometimes can tell us what someone is thinking about or what they may be thinking about in the future, right? You have another skull over here, but this is where the energy was drawing the most, so that is where we will start. But yeah, basically I'm using these mats this time to switch it up a little bit. I don't usually use the mats, but here we are. I thought it'd be easier for you guys visually too. So it looks like here, Sagittarius, a majority of your charms this time tended to fall in the relationships and love section, and also in the body and mind health section. Okay, so you still have some other ones throughout, but this is like where the majority of the charms fell, clearly. Okay, so again, when you're coming to this reading, it could be about you or about another person that you're dealing with, multiple people you're dealing with, or your general environment situation. So always take it how it may resonate for you. All right. But yeah, starting here, Sagittarius, as we get closer, we have the skull here, right? And we've got all these charms kind of around it. We have 2 of the human teeth bones really close together. They're each touching each other, and the other one is touching the skull or the head. So again, this can talk about what someone is thinking about, multiple people, one other person, the general environment situation. So because a lot of the charms, again, are in the relationships and love category and the body and mind health category. That could be, that's enough. Hey, you guys are going to get locked out. That's the second time. Knock it off. Hermes. And the kitty cats, too. Sorry, guys. Um, so this could be a lot of stuff on your mind throughout the month of April here. Sagittarius is dealing with relationships and love, so platonic relationships with friends and family, self-love, all of the above, and with the body and the mental health, okay? Now there could be something in particular here, Sagittarius, and it will be different for everyone because it is a general reading, that you hear this month, that you're thinking a lot about with the listening bells on top of this one human teeth bone here. And this could have possibly something to do with what you're striving towards, or someone else's, multiple people, general environment situation, towards the home. All right, they're about to get locked out. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Really? Oh. Okay, you can stay out there then. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's like the gardeners, and then the mail guy, and then the other UPS guy, the Amazon guy, and I'm just like, okay, everybody be quiet, as far as the animals go. So what I was starting to say here, Sagittarius, was that there could be something that you hear or that you're listening to, striving for regarding the home or in the home. This could have something to do with issues of safety or feeling safe, okay? Because we have the chair here and the safety pin. What is really nice, though, is we do also have the angel coin here. So there's like higher vibrational beings or even guardian angels here that could be watching over your home and your safety, and whatever this, could be this thing that you hear. It doesn't necessarily have to be like something scary or bad, right? But on the other side here of the angel coin, we also have the coffin. So this can represent spirits beyond the veil. So it can be passed on loved ones, friends, family, etc., ancestor, spirit guides. Again, having something to do with feeling safe, and possibly something to do, because we have this ship anchor underneath the coffin, something to do with some type of a masculine energy. Now this masculine energy, whether it's you or another person or multiple people, general environment situation, because we all have masculine and feminine, right? It has something to do with some type of letter and message document. And I'm going to flip this. This is the strawberries charm. So this letter, message, or document that either you give or someone gives to you, or it comes in general from your spirit guides, guardian angels, it has something about transformation all on it. Okay, this is so beautiful. And I haven't seen this before in a long time. So here we see the butterfly underneath the letter charm, and then the strawberry is, again, the details. So this letter, message, document that comes in relationship to love or other types of relationships, platonic, self-love, etc. It could be something that you have been wishing for a long time. It could also have something to do with a teacher, a mentor, a priest, or spiritual guru or guide here with the apple. But this transformation in this message had a lot of balance and good luck with it as well here, Sagittarius, with the yin and yang and the 4-leaf clover. I feel like this transformation and this message about a transformation or from a transformation could also, have the potential to bring in some money as well here with your money bags. It could have something to do with fall season or just with the clearing energy around money. So if we are, let's say, pull back and just think about it, if we're relating well to other people in our lives, all the different types of relationships, then we can possibly manifest, more money as well. If we pull up here and look at for a second at your work and your money section, we also have this raccoon penis bone that's going in three of the different quadrants. So it's a little bit here in the body and mind health section. It's definitely in the relationships and love section. And then it's definitely in the work and money section. Okay. So again, if we clear, let's say certain types of relationships, or we do the clearing in general and the grounding that we need to do, that our spiritual team wants us to do, because the leaf is also touching the coffin, then perhaps more money can also come in. Okay. So that's very nice to see. Now over here, it's like really cool and interesting here, Sagittarius. You've got one of the seashells, feminine energy. In particular, this one would be the listening seashell. If we flip it over, right, if it was a big one, put it up to our ear, we could hear the ocean. So it's the listening seashell. It was very close to the money bags, but it was touching the other second raccoon penis bone here, and it's leading up to our buckeye. Buckeye is can represent money, definitely, but it's also whatever it is that we want to manifest in our life. So you started off the reading with some listening bells here on that tooth. So chewing over and digesting something, listening for something either in the home or about the home or around the home in regards to safety, and things we're trying to manifest in some type of transformation, some type of transformative, possibly letter, message, or document. So again, listening to all of that, or even listening to where the money leads you, can bring even more money and abundance. And if it's because it's in the relationships and love sector, it doesn't necessarily have to be money, but it can be better relationships or how we relate to ourselves and others here. So definitely a lot of listening themes so far going on here for you, Sagittarius, in the month of April. Now I see over here as well, there could be, some type of travel, either with a person, a position of authority, or that has a certain amount of confidence here, or that could be you. But I do see that, Spirit perhaps wants some type of something cut out here with the scissors, and the scissors is leading towards the fork. Okay, so if I wasn't using a mat, the fork could be a spiritual diet, mental diet, or physical diet, what we're actually eating. But here, because it's in the relationship and love quadrant, it could be maybe spirit or someone, person of authority, or a certain amount of confidence here maybe wants you to cut out um, your relationship diet, something in your relationship diet, how you're relating to others. Okay, but on the other side of that, if you're able to do that from this person or this energy suggestion, there's a lot of peaceful energy here with the dove. Okay, there's also responsibilities with the Saturn energy here, and getting organized, but a peaceful organization, and peaceful responsibilities. Okay, but it's really about like following your north star, of course, at all times. And who doesn't want, like, if they had to have responsibilities, or getting organized, who wouldn't want it to be peaceful? Okay, so that's nice there, Sagittarius. Now if we go back to the skull and kind of like work our way down this way, is kind of the way the energy wants to go, is there's a lot of stuff underneath it. So I'm going to lift up the skull and kind of move it over for a little bit here, Sagittarius, so we can see what else either you or someone else, multiple people, general environment situation, is thinking about during April. Okay, so just move that out of the way. So underneath we have the Cupid symbol, we've got the puzzle piece, and we have one of the honeybees. Okay, so this is my symbol for romantic love, and especially because it fell in the relationships and love category, you could take it as that, but it could also be platonic love with friends and family, and especially because the seahorse is on top of it. That's my symbol for family. And what's so beautiful is the seahorse is half on Cupid and half under the snake vertebrae. So snake vertebrae represents support. So you could be thinking about here, Sagittarius, during the month of April, different types of love and how it relates to family and support, how it relates to your innate physical power, your individuality with the honeybee here, and how you're putting together some type of pieces, some type of memories, and pieces of the puzzle here too. You also have your symbol here for Sagittarius. Okay, I'm gonna just, the bat is on top, so I'm gonna just flip it there for a second so you can kind of see the bow and arrow. But the memories here, Sagittarius, because I can see that the elephant is underneath it, can lead to some type of writing here for you, because we have the book charm on top of the elephant. So if I just move it over and put the book next to the skull, then hopefully you can see the elephant there more. So this type of pieces of the puzzle that can relate to your goals, your plans, your aspirations for the future, pulling back that Sagittarius arrow. It could lead to some type of writing, or some type of knowledge if it's not you yourself writing. Now over here we have one of the raccoon, I always do that, sorry, not raccoon, it's the coyote penis bone is laying on top of the other honeybee, and that's also touching the Libra symbol or the balance scales. So here there's also this energy, Sagittarius, of, you know, manifesting things in the 3D physical world, with that masculine energy and the coyote penis, how that relates to our individual power and how that can bring balance, how that can bring justice. Okay, for some of you guys, it could be actually dealing with a Libra, but it doesn't have to be, or it has something to say about Libra in your chart or someone else's, or Libra season of this year, of last year, of next year, or just the general themes of balance and justice, okay, and beauty, which is also great because when the Libra falls into the relationships and love sector, Venus rules love, right? All forms of love, and Venus rules Libra. So that's really cool to see. So you also have here, Sagittarius, if I just follow the line, you've got half of the lucky rabbit's foot in your relationships and love, and the other half, the bigger part, is in the body and mind health section. Okay, so just kind of like be aware of that. But before I go back down this way, I feel like they want me to go more this way, so that's the way we're gonna go. But this stuff that's, you know, heavy on your mind throughout the month, and it looks like there's a lot on your mind, damn Sagittarius, and I say that with love because I'm a sun sign Sag, but it's like there could be new ideas coming in here that have a lot of good luck around it, with the lightning bolt on top of the horse, the horseshoe, and the ladybug. There's lots of hard work being put into this, and the hard work here, Sagittarius, can have something to do with what you're naturally good at with the hummingbird here, and not caring what other people might say about what you're naturally good at, because you just know that you're good at it, and maybe your method is a little bit different. Okay, but there's all this new ideas and good luck around it. There's supportive energy around it, again, either with the family or with the romantic love, or all forms of love. Okay, so I like to see that here for you. Now, there could also be something here that you're thinking about, that relates to some type of leap of faith here with the frog, okay? And the frog is also touching the tail end of the raccoon penis bone, all right? The frog's foot is a little bit in the body and mind sector, but mostly in the romantic and relationship sector. So here, this leap of faith could be like trying to get rid of stagnant energy, because we have the lock here. This leap of faith could have something to do with travel, or some modes of transportation here with the bicycle. But it's also like teamwork. So there could be some type of teamwork thing going on here with the leap of faith in regards to your plans, goals, and dreams and aspirations for the future. Okay, so bats are teamwork, they're also good luck, but the bat is sitting on top of the dragonfly. Let's see if I can move it without messing everything up. Okay, so there's the dragonfly. Um, and and there's your symbol Sagittarius again, your bow and archer. Okay. Um, so all this is kind of coming down towards this way, and I don't necessarily want to talk about the stuff that's on the body and mind part yet, even though I did a little bit. I want to talk about, again, if we follow this straight line from the middle, the parts of it that are still in the relationships and love sector. Okay, so if you can see where I'm holding the pen there, that's kind of the line. Okay, you can see the dashes. So here we see all this good luck here, Sagittarius, in relationships and love. We see the skeleton hand is on top of your good luck. Okay, so again, this is another symbol for spirits across the veil, right? So it can be passed on loved ones, friends, and family. It can be ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels, etc. There's a lot of feminine energy from the other side that could be blessing you this month, with this good luck in regards to all types of relationships, how you relate with others. There is a need here, though, Sagittarius, for a real slowing down energy. So I don't know if you can see it. I don't want to move it because it will fall. But there's the turtle is underneath. Okay. The turtle is touching the snake rib bone. And the snake rib bone is actually going through the mountain charm. Okay. Which is challenges. Okay. So it's like slow down here, Sagittarius, with some of the challenges. Okay. Could be something to do with Mercury retrograde. Anytime we have retrograde, we slow down. But because of where the line falls, it may be more that the challenges are very close to more in the body and mind health area, and needing to breathe more with the snake vertebrae here. So, okay. Sorry, not vertebrae, the snake rib bone. So I just moved that and I'll mess it up, but it's okay. I'll try to fix it. So part of the turtle is in the relationships and love area. So it's like there's good luck here. Listen to this feminine energy from beyond the veil, however it may show up for you. And just slow down a little bit in regards to relationships with others and love. Now you also have half of the broom here, okay? Or maybe, let's see, this is the line. Yeah, it is still half of the broom. I was right. Okay. So half of the broom here, Sagittarius, the broom is talking about clearing and cleansing. So there could be a little bit of a theme here too. It could be more like past stuff, because it's out here, but it doesn't have to be, where you just need to do some clearing and grounding and cleansing when you have that slowed down energy here, and needing to breathe more, okay, in regards to all relationships, okay? But still, a lot of really good, interesting stuff here happening for you, Sagittarius, in that relationships and love section for April. All right, but now let's go ahead and move over here to the one right next to it. So this is your body and your mental. I'm hoping it'll focus in a second. Sometimes if I put my hand out and I'm like still, there we go. I'm trying to stay still. Okay. So let's see what else we have here, Sagittarius. So the big thing I see, like I already mentioned, is that you have your lucky rabbit's foot right there, and the majority of it this month is in your body and your mental health area. So that's beautiful, right? Again, just maybe needing to slow down if there are a few challenges here, and needing to breathe more. It could be something within your environment, maybe not necessarily you, Sagittarius, because the spider web is here. And there's a little bit of cloudiness, and that could be more past stuff. But even if it's still a little bit present, just slow down with the turtle and just remember to breathe, right? Now I want to move this because I know there's stuff under it. I can see a little bit. I see the cup here, okay, that's like half on the line. It's half in relationships and half in body and mental health. I didn't see it before. So let me just move your good luck and all the stuff we kind of just talked about. We'll put down here. It's a piece of my hair. Okay. So here underneath, and it might have moved a little bit. It could have been more. I don't know exactly. We'll just say it was half because it looks like it's still half. But cups are emotions, okay? So it makes sense if it's on the relationships and love section, but it also makes sense if it's in the body and mental health section, right? So there could be, some questions here about some type of freedom. We have the question mark in between the handcuffs here, the freedom cuffs. So it could be some type of emotional question regarding good luck, and our mind, body, health kind of areas, and how that relates to our goals and how it can help us be good in different types of teamwork situations, with the bat there, all half on the line too, and the dragonfly underneath the bat. Now you do have the no coin here, Sagittarius. Pegasus is on top, the winged horse. We got the fish on the side, and I think the witch is underneath it, but I'm going to move it and just make sure there's nothing else there. Yeah, so there's the witch. So the witch is a symbol for friend for me, okay? So it could be that there's some type of friend here, Sagittarius, for some of you guys, that's either going to say no to something or you're going to say no to them. Okay, it could have something to do with some type of freedom, someone's freedom here, or ideas of freedom with the Pegasus on top. It could have something to do with, let's say, saying no to a friend or with a friend about our prosperity or about our substance, what we're digesting, again, because we're in the body and mental, and we've got the fish here. This could also be because good luck was like right underneath it, right? The lucky rabbit's foot is that if we say no to something or no to a friend or something about a friend and freedom and substance and prosperity, that can actually, bring in or be a catalyst for that good luck, okay? Or because you have that good luck now, you can feel more comfortable saying no. I mean, it's going to be different for everybody. I want to look back at the picture on my phone because I can't remember if this lucky rabbit's foot was also on top of the irresponsibility coin. So that's another reason why I like to take pictures, because once I start moving stuff, it's kind of hard to see. So it was not, I don't think. Let me double check. No. Okay, it wasn't. So it was more like down that way. Okay, just want to double check. So here we see Sagittarius, this irresponsibility energy. It could be you or someone else or multiple people, general environment situation, but there could be a little bit of irresponsibility, maybe more in the past with health, with the body and the mental health. But there is, really nicely to see here, Sagittarius, the rope symbol is underneath it. So that's like endings and new beginnings. So hopefully it was ending any irresponsibility with the body and the mental health stuff. Now you do have the lizard over here on the side, okay? And so lizard is a symbol for healing. Okay. So I feel like hopefully, again, that's more of the end with the irresponsibility and wanting to bring in more healing. Now, if we go back up this way, Sagittarius, because we're still in the same body and mind quadrant, we have your other skull here, if you can see. If I turn it that way, maybe. Anyway, on top of it, take my word for it. You can see the teeth a little bit here. This on the side is really cool. You've got your sun kind of standing up on its side, and it's like blessing the back of this person's skull or their head. Okay, so this is talking about a long time happiness coming, and this person, or this is you yourself, or someone else, or multiple people, general environment situation, has been thinking a lot about how to be more happy, right? Because we have the human teeth bone touching the skull here, and the sun is touching the skull as well. Now, the human teeth bone is leading to the dog ankle bone, and also the coyote claw and coyote penis over here. So it's like thinking about how to have more happiness in the body and mind health areas, and how to bring more flexibility. Like, how does that make me a better manifester in the 3D physical world with more masculine energy, right? Now, we do have the symbol for Pisces over here too, Sagittarius. So this could be that you're dealing with somebody with your body and health stuff that is a Pisces, okay? Or it's something about Pisces season, or you got a lot of Pisces in your chart, or they do, etc. Or it has nothing to do with the astrology and zodiac sign Pisces, but it's more about going with the flow. And I feel like it could definitely be more going with the flow here, since we do have that dog ankle bone talking about flexibility. Then in my mind, you would even see like the Pisces symbol right next to it, okay? But because also here we have Sagittarius, the Pisces symbol was over here, there could be some type of masculine Pisces energy. Doesn't have to be, that has something to do with the body and the mind. So I would always look at where you have Pisces in your chart and give you more insight if you feel guided, but you don't have to, okay? But yeah, let's see, what else is going on here in your reading. So here, Sagittarius, and I don't even know why I didn't start here, but that's because Spirit wanted me to start down here with all this stuff on people's minds, is your nutmeg laid like directly in your center, which is so cool in all the quadrants. Okay, so when that happens, nutmegs represent money, but also abundance, whatever it is we want to manifest. So you have some nice, it's not the buckeye per se, the biggest nut in this kit, but it's one of the nuts. Okay, and so it's like there could be abundance in all areas in your life during this month, Sagittarius, which is really nice. So could we have abundance in work and money, abundance in the spiritual unconscious, some abundance in the body and mental health, and then there could be some abundance in relationships and love. So that's really cool to see. Now we're going to go to work and money, and then this other one over here, because we kind of a little bit talked about the work and money, but I want to get closer and get more detail into it. Okay, so if you're being here, you gotta be quiet. I love how you guys can open locked doors. Sorry, it's my dogs. Okay, chill out. So here we talked about the raccoon penis bone, coming from the body and mind quadrant, and then crossing the relationships and love, and then it's almost like patting this baby's butt. It's literally touching the baby's butt. It's so funny, or about to, almost. It's very close. So we have the symbol for water here. This is emotions. This could be about a child, or children, or if it's not that, it could be inner child work. Okay, but I see this Sagittarius as like happy emotions. Okay, when we think of children, they're generally pretty happy, right? When they're not hungry or upset or whatever. So it's like happy emotions in work and money. And I also say that because over here, Sagittarius, you've got your key and you've got Leo the lion, strength. Okay, so there's strength in work and money, there's answers in work and money areas in your life. There's passion, creativity with Leo the Lion here, and work and money in your life. Now, you could be dealing with somebody who's an actual Leo in work, money areas of your life. Doesn't have to be, or it could be referencing Leo season of this year, of last year, of next year, or just nothing to do with the astrology or zodiac, but more the general characteristics, again, of strength, of courage, passion, creativity, and that kind of fiery energy that you're used to, Sagittarius, or depending on where you have Sagittarius in your chart. Okay, so really cool, not too much going on here, but also, again, your first raccoon penis bone. We already talked about this one. Now, this one here, too. Remember how I said that somebody, some feminine energy here, whether it's a person or just an energy in itself, because we all have masculine and feminine, is listening this month, Sagittarius, and following what we hear. Because remember, you got the listening bells on the very beginning of your reading. The listening bells were on top of that human teeth bone. So it's like listening and following the money. It leads to bigger money. Because your buckeye is still in your work and money quadrant. If you just pretend that these lines extend off, it's still in that quadrant. So I don't see too many issues here, right? But again, it is a general reading. Okay, now let's go over here, Sagittarius, because this is very interesting too. So here's your spiritual unconscious quadrant section, right? And we've got the alligator claw is leaning on top of your turkey wishbone, okay? On the other side, we have a coyote penis bone, and then we have the cowrie shell, okay? So we got some feminine energy here, creativity with the shell. Okay, we got some masculine energy here with the coyote penis bone. All right, so manifesting things possibly in a more aggressive way, but it doesn't have to be, because that could be a stereotype, right? But because this all falls in your spiritual unconscious, this is like whatever you wish for here, Sagittarius, deep down, right? If I just move over the alligator claw, just so you can kind of see the wishbone better. Whatever you wish for deep down here, Sagittarius, you're so close, or you already have it, because the alligator claw is like holding that wishbone, right? It was like that or something like that. Okay, so you already have it either on a spiritual level or unconscious level, and it could just be about bringing together both the masculine and feminine that we all have inside of us. Okay, and that kind of goes back to your yin and yang too, that you had in your relationships and love area. So having more balance, working with either a teacher, mentor, priest, spiritual guru, guide, or that's you, or vice versa, or both. But really, really nice reading here, Sagittarius. I'm going to try to put these other pieces back the way they were on top of your rabbit's foot, but it's not going to be exactly how it was. You had that turtle that wants to fall now. The clouds were kind of down here, and then this was like, what? I don't know if I can do it, but hold on. I don't even know if it matters, because I'm about to clean this up and move to Capricorn anyway, but I wanted to kind of put it back the way it was. That's not how it was, but they were all on top of there. Hermes, come here. Don't eat that. And now it won't focus. All right, so let's see if I pull back maybe. Okay. Welcome to Mercury retrograde. Technology problems. That's okay. It'll focus when it's ready. But like I said, we're going to move on anyway to the Capricorn energy. But I hope you enjoy this time period, Sagittarius. I hope some of that made sense, and always feel free to come back and let me know in the comments on Facebook or YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, whatever, and let me know how this plays out for you, okay? But yeah, we're going to go ahead and switch over to Capricorn. And again, just hope that is that coming back? The camera's like wanting to come back. I have all the lights on, so I'm not sure. Hopefully I didn't hit one of the wires. But yes, we're going to put all the charms back in. Let it kind of, the bones and the charms, let it chill with the crystals a little bit. Do another sound bell real quickly to kind of clear the energy. Maybe a little incense. And then move on to Capricorn. So yeah, thank you guys for your patience and understanding. Oh, there's the camera. I guess the camera was just like, we done with Sag, move to Capricorn. Like it didn't focus until I started clearing away Sag's stuff. Okay, message received. We are done with Sagittarius. That's funny. All right. So, yeah. I'm just going to put all this in here. Make sure you get all the pieces everywhere. Let me turn that commercial down because we don't need to hear all that from my ambient music that's on. Okay, let me put this down for a second and cover the bones and the charms. So when you're working with animal bones, anything really, but in particular animal bones, it's good to use like a canvas cloth and another type of cloth to kind of protect them when they're not being read, just because that was, oops, and I forgot that one. It was a animal's, body. And so we want to kind of like respect that too. So that's another reason why I kind of give them a break for a little bit. So we'll put the crystal here on top. Light some incense here. And maybe do some quick cleansing before we get to Capricorn. I'm going to put the camera back up for a little bit so I can have my hands free here. Okay. Let's put this over here. Oh, almost had it. I gotta get a better way to do this. But hold on. Okay. All right. So let's get a little bit more music back on here. Okay. Not too loud. All right. And Hermes is coughing about something. Maybe that wouldn't happen if you didn't bark so much at all the mailman and the gardeners and everything. All right, guys. So we're going to pass the bones and charms through the smoke. It's a great way to cleanse the energy. You can do it with just intention for some people who can't handle smoke, but I like a little incense smoke. All right, I'll put the crystal back up. I am going to open the window. Some gardeners are gone. So I don't set off the smoke alarm or anything. All right. Oh, you wanted to say hi to you? Okay, Nefertiti. I hope you guys heard my cat. You want to come say hi, Neffy? No? Okay. You be quiet. All right, guys. So, in my mouth. Let's go ahead and do the sound bell here and get into the Capricorn reading. Just gonna get a sip of water. So it's a good time for me to check back in with my guides, for you guys to take a couple deep breaths if you feel guided, for us to clear the energy of the previous reading and to welcome in the Capricorn energy for April 2024. All right. Let's go ahead and get these bones and charms shuffling. So it is going to make a little bit of noise when I do it. Just know that it's temporary, but that's how I have to do it. All right. So thanks, guys, for your patience. Spirits, please guide my hands in love and light, respect and reverence before, during, and after. Thank you for all advice, wisdom, and guidance given, and thank you, of course, for listening. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Earth sign Capricorn, the goat, for April 2024. What do they need to see? What do they need to know for their highest good? Messages for Earth sign Capricorn, the goat, for their highest good. Messages, spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Earth sign Capricorn, the goat, for their highest good. Messages for Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn. Okay, a little bit more. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Earth sign Capricorn, the goat, for April 2024. What do they need to see? What do they need to know for their highest good? Spirits, guide my hands. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Earth sign Capricorn, Capricorn, the goat, for April 2024. What do they need to see? What do they need to know for their highest good? Messages for Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn for their highest good. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn for their highest good. For April 2024. Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn for their highest good. For April 2024. Messages for Capricorn for their highest good. For April 2024. All right. I couldn't tell if they were all out for a second. Okay. Capricorn, let's see what we have. I don't think they fell on the incense. Hopefully not. Okay, it doesn't look like it. So I'm going to flip over a couple of the charms that I can easily without, disturbing too much. So when we take the picture or when we look at it with the camera, when I take it down and bring it closer, that we can see what things are. Go back the way you were. Shit. Very sensitive surgery. It's okay though, we got it, we got it. Stay. Okay, that is good enough. I don't want to disturb it too much. Okay, So let's take our picture, Capricorn. Then I'll hover my hands over and see where Spirit wants me to start. And then we'll officially start. Okay. So thank you guys for your patience. All right, so we got our picture. And now we're going to do hover, see where they want. Okay. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Okay, they want right there. And I think that's where the head is again. Yep, or one of the skulls. All right, so we're going to start there, Capricorn. Let me just take this camera down and bring it over so you can see what I see more up close in detail. Okay. So we had a couple things fall out here, Capricorn, that we'll talk about when we get there. But yeah, it's not good or bad, right? It's just how it is because it's a small or mat that I'm using. But when they're still in those dotted line quadrants, then that's where they'll be. Okay. But we're going to start here, Capricorn, because that's where the energy was drawing me to. The last couple readings, it tends to be where the head is, but it isn't always if you've seen some of my other readings. Sometimes the head or the cranium can tell us what someone is thinking about, or what you're thinking about, or will be thinking about, or just where someone's head is at, literally. You have your other skull over here, but that energy wasn't drawing me as much as this one was. Okay. So, got a lot of incense smoke here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm like, oh, maybe I'll move that over a little. All right. It's really taken off there. Look at it go. It's going. Okay. Capricorn, they're like, get to my reading. All right. Yes. So here we see this skull is half on the relationships and love quadrant and half on the work and money quadrant. So you could be feeling that not necessarily that you're torn, maybe someone is torn between those things, but it's more like it could just be you're thinking about relationships, all types of relationships, platonic, romantic, but you're also thinking about work and money. Okay. I like that the head, fell into the curved part of this raccoon penis bone. Okay. Because it's almost like pulling you, oops, as I flip the baby, don't flip the baby, as it's pulling you towards the work and the money area. So that's why I said some people could feel torn, but it doesn't have to be that. If we talk about stereotypes of Capricorn, they're very hardworking. So it doesn't surprise me that you could say like the majority of your charms are in your work and money, and also the other half is in your spiritual unconscious. You do have some down here too, but I would say the majority is, these two quadrants here. There could be, and I want to see if there's anything under here. No, okay. There is the symbol, the masculine symbol here, that is also underneath or touching your chin here. So there could be a masculine energy, and we're not talking about gender, just energy. We all have masculine and feminine, but there's some type of masculine energy here, Capricorn, that could be not seeing something clearly in regards to work and money, because the masculine symbol was touching the cat's eye. Okay, so that's not seeing something clearly here. Okay. There could also be a lot of emphasis this month, Capricorn, on either a child or children or inner child work, and maybe how that relates to either travel or something healing about water. Because as we know, underneath, or maybe you don't know if you didn't see me flip it, but underneath the baby is the ship charm. Okay, so that could be travel or it could be healing something in travel. Okay, or healing travel. Healing something with water or in water. Because the baby is facing down, this could be something, um, some inner child work if it's not actually about a child or children, that has something to do with your work and money from when you were a child, something that could be like buried and has something, your ideas of work and money and travel, or your ideas of work and money and how that relates to like the healing power of water. Seems like it's an important message here, so that's what it is. We are just relaying the messages. I feel like a lot could be going on this month for you, Capricorn, in your environment. So to pull back away from just this quadrant for a second, right in the dead center, you have your spider and your spider web. That's the environment, okay? And there's the bat on it. So it's like teamwork and good luck in your environment. There's something to either do with travel or modes of transportation here, and maybe clearing away some past cloudiness around things that you are wishing for, that go in with your body and mind health, but also go into your spiritual and subconscious, because that's where your tricky wishbone is touching on each side. But this is overall in all the quadrants, something, a lot going on in the environment with teamwork, with travel or modes of transportation, and clearing away clouds. Okay, so that's why I kind of mentioned it, because it's kind of affecting like all of them here. Oh, okay. Let me try to move this incense over. It's like too powerful. Look at it go. It's beautiful though. So yeah. So here we have Capricorn, a really big yes. Okay, which is beautiful. And this yes coin is in your work and your money area, and there's a book on top of it. So there could be some type of knowledge that you receive, or someone receives, or general environment situation receives, that has some kind of yes. If there's something that you wish for with work and money this month, it could be a yes here, because it's pretty plain to see. Um, Now, when we go back to where that baby is and the inner child work, or dealing with children, or one child, whatever it is, there is the turtle here, and we also see the mermaid, and then we also see the scissors. So it could be the slowing down in work, slowing down with the work with children, or slowing down the work with inner child work, during the retrograde until April 25th, or even a little bit beyond, since we have the post shadow period. But this could also be have something to do with a Pisces, or during Pisces season of this year, of last year, of next year, or you have a lot of Pisces in your chart, or someone does. Or if it has nothing to do with the zodiac and the astrology, it could just be going with the flow more, and slowing down and cutting away something here. Because your fork, so interesting here, Capricorn, it's literally on the line, okay? You can see that fork right there. It's literally on the line between your work and money and your spiritual and unconscious, and it goes directly back to your spider web, your environment. So there could be a real emphasis this month on your spiritual diet, your mental diet, your physical diet, like all the diets, okay? Um, because it's really close to the seahorse, which represents family, it could be like a family diet. So, like, having, okay, if you have like an unhealthy portion amount with a family member, with how much you're letting them in your life or spending time with them, you could decide to have a diet and be like, oh, no, I can't have that much of that person on my plate. I'm going to pull back. Okay. And whatever family means to you, it's not just blood and relatives, it could be your friends, whatever your family is. But that's interesting. It could be like you have so much other stuff going on that you really have to like watch that here, Capricorn. Okay? Because this is like family on one side with the seahorse, and then on the other side you have the bumblebee, which is leaning on top of the yes coin. So this is personal power, this is individuality, this is individual power. Like, the honeybees serve the queen, but when they're separate, they're just as powerful and just as important. So it's something about either separating from family or limiting time with family and friends or something here, because you have to focus on your work and your money and your individual power. Okay. I see that there can be a balance with that, which is beautiful. That's always tricky for all of us to do those things, but there's a nice balance element here with the yin and yang, or that's what you're striving for. There could also be a lot of clearing away of old stagnant energy, um, clearing away maybe the no's from the past, okay? Because you have the leaf here around the coyote claw, and then the claw is almost like leading a line towards close to where that stagnant locked energy was. So it could be clearing away the no's and making room for the yeses here. Let's see what else is going on up here. So here, Capricorn, I see with your angel coin, it's laying on top of the coffin. So it's like two items that talk about the spiritual world. So the coffin can be passed on loved ones, friends, family. Then you have the angel coin is literally your guardian angels. All this spiritual energy here is really all about love and helping you realize, or someone else realize, or multiple people, general environment situation realize, um, that you have the ability to be a leader and also learn from others with the apple right here. So the Cupid's arrow is like so close to the apple too. And then also Cupid's really close to Leo the lion. So that's that strength, courage, passion, creativity. So for some of you guys, it could have something to do with, not for everybody, but could have something to do with a work or money situation that maybe has some romantic stuff there too. Then maybe it's a Leo or someone who has a lot of Leo in their chart, or it happens during Leo season. But if it's not that, and it's just, this symbol doesn't have to just be romantic love. It can be platonic love, self-love, whatever love that we're talking about. But it felt more, because it was so close to the coffin and the angel here, it felt more for the majority of you guys to be love from the other side. People who've passed on, your spirit guides, ancestors, etc. want you to know like how strong and passionate and courageous you are, and that you can help others learn, and you can also learn from them. I also feel in your work and your money sector, right, that there's a lot of details happening or going on related to healing, and how the details of the healing, if you bring that together and really think about this, Capricorn, it can bring a peaceful energy. So if we saw this human teeth bone and everything was closer, that's kind of like the story that it would tell. So it's going to happen. It could just be a little further out, right? And so I haven't really talked about the eclipse in a couple of days that's happening on Monday the 8th. Just because I talked about it a little bit in my astrology notes, and a lot of people have been talking about it. So it just makes me think of like, with the details and the healing and all this Chiron stuff that we're having in Aries this month too, maybe it doesn't necessarily feel like healing yet, but again, it will be once the details are hashed out in some way, and you remember that you have all this love from the other side, and beyond the veil, that there can be peaceful energy with the way that you work, or where you work, or with the money here. Okay. Now, if we go back down this way, because this is where the other part of your head, or your main skull, where we started the reading was, right? Remember? So it was split between the work and the money, and the relationships and love. So if we look down here, we can see that there could be either one friend or multiple friends here, Capricorn, that really want to help you with some type of relationship. Not relationship, but yeah, it could be one relationship or multiple relationships that are undergoing some type of transformation here. So the witch is my symbol for friend or friends, right? And this transformation, in the way that you respond to others, not just romantic, but also platonic and self love, it's manifesting this masculine energy with the coyote penis bone here, and it's also manifesting a lot of freedom and safety. And this is really cool. Okay, I haven't seen this again in a minute, but it's like the handcuffs, the freedom cuffs, went in between and grabbed the safety pin. So there's freedom in this transformation here, Capricorn, in the way that you relate to others and yourself, and that's so beautiful, right? There's all this emotions here with the cup. There's a deep listening and like feminine energy here too. So I would just let your friend or friends help you, and support you in this transformation in all of your relationships, and just know that like it's blessed. Remember, half of your I'm losing my words. Half of your lucky rabbit's foot was in work and money, and the other half is in relationships and love. So lots of good luck, lots of freedom and safety within that, and transformation. So that is beautiful. All right. So now we're gonna go this way, Capricorn, and then we'll do body and mental health, and then we'll end on spiritual unconscious. Okay. Um, but here, let's see. We've got, I'm just trying to hold my camera a better way. There we go. Well, I mentioned it a little bit before, but half of your turkey wishbone goes into spiritual unconscious, and the other half goes into your body and your mental quadrant. You've got the alligator claw on top of the turkey wishbone. You got the dog ankle bone on top. You've got Saturn underneath, the snake rib bone underneath, Pegasus, your ship anchor, your star, rope, the sun, and the skeleton hand. We've got also the four-leaf clover and the tooth here. Also, don't forget big raccoon penis bone here, and the symbol, the chair symbol for home. Okay, so a lot going on here too, Capricorn, but it really looks like there could be, because the spider and the spider web is in the center, infecting all the quadrants. That's your environment, that's teamwork within the environment, that's travel, or talking about modes of transportation in the environment. But now when I look at this more, Capricorn, this could be astral travel, because the bicycle is going up into the spiritual unconscious. So we'll put a pin in that and talk about that in a minute. But I just noticed that. I was like, oh, like it's going that way. But here, there's like so many things to talk about. So I'm like, where do I start? Here, Capricorn, there's a lot of good luck, and you've been thinking, or someone or multiple people, general environment, has been thinking about good luck a lot with what you're really wishing for here, because it falls within that turkey wishbone. There's a beautiful flexibility and manifesting energy here too. And it's like the things that you wish for in regards to your body and mental health. So thinking a lot about that and adding more flexibility perhaps in your body and mental health diets, right? But the hand of the divine, your spiritual team, your ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels, past on loved ones, friends, they want you to be happy. They want you to be healthy in your body and your mental here, which is beautiful. And they know that you have a lot of this strong masculine energy to manifest these things in your physical body, in your mental body too. This could be happening a lot either in the home, or with a home or something about a home here, Capricorn, because you got the chair symbol. I'm just moving it over because sometimes you can't see it when it's on all these patterns. Um, there is some type of ending, new beginning, okay, happening in particular with maybe the mental health because it falls on that word, okay? So if it's ending bad mental health stuff, that is always good, and having new, more healthy mental health is what we're striving for, right? Um, there could have been a little bit of energy here in the recent past, or maybe a little bit still here currently, where there's a little bit of this constriction energy with the snake rib bone. It's kind of resting on top of the alligator claw, but also it's touching, if I go this way, you can see a little better. It's touching the symbol for Saturn, and Saturn is your ruler, Capricorn. So, because we have a lot of Saturn placements throughout the whole year for everyone in the general astrology, um, it could be that, and I don't know where it's falling on your body in there, because I've noticed that there's like a little figure here that's meditating, and it looks like it's on your head. I'm going to move some of it so you can see, but it looks like it's on your head. Yeah, it's like right on the side of your head there. Can you see that, guys? So that's why I said the ending, new beginning with mental health here too, because it fell on mental, and then you have this on the head too. So even though that's your ruler, Capricorn, it could be that, wait, was it this way? I don't know. I think it was that way. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. Oh no, it was the other way. Um, it could be that there is. Oh, this is gonna drive me crazy. We'll just put it that way and be done with it. It could be that there is, like, if there's too much organization or too much responsibility here, that could like either cause headaches or affect the mental health in not the best way. Okay? So even though it's like your ruler, it's like you can take it a lot more than other signs can, or depending on how much, where you have Capricorn in your chart and how much. But it's still like you still need the freedom from that, because it almost looks like Pegasus is like headbutting the Saturn and trying to get the Saturn like off of your head or out of your head. The Pegasus is also connected to the ship anchor, so having this idea of freedom and safety and following your North Star, it's right on the other side of just learning to breathe more with a snake rib bone here, and letting some of that responsible organization energy, if it gets too much up in the head, um, it's not good for anybody, regardless of your sign or whatever, okay? So, over here, though, I want to flip over so you can see. So we do have the Kyrie shell, feminine energy. Um, so you've got a nice balance here, though. Overall, you've got masculine energy here and feminine energy here, and they're both, in your body and mental health quadrant. So that's really nice to see too here, Capricorn. Excuse me. Okay. So then we go back up this way. You've got your Buckeye here and your Nutmeg here, and they're all in the spiritual unconscious quadrant. We also have that raccoon penis bone is touching the other skull that we have here. Okay, so it could be like throughout the month of April here, Capricorn, you're thinking a lot about spiritually and consciously something to do with home, issues in the home, about a home, around a home. Not only the other stuff we talked about in the beginning with the head, but this is like the deeper part. This is the subconscious spiritual side. Okay. You also could be thinking a lot about the different pieces spiritually and consciously and how they fit together and how that affects your wishes. Again, the puzzle pieces is underneath the turkey wishbone. How you can bring in more luck and flexibility, with your body and mental health, and how that affects also your spiritual and unconscious. Spirit also wants to say here, Capricorn, if we go back to the line here, right on the line between money and work, you have the scissors and then you have the water symbol, and it's literally like on its side there. So spirit could be like saying cutting away some type of emotions here, spiritual and unconscious emotions. We're going to say that we're hoping it's cutting away negative emotions, because remember, it's also touching the fork. So spirit could be saying again, if you cut away and have a more positive or more balanced negative and positive spiritual unconscious diet, then you can get more money. Look out, money bags over here. Then also there can be more balance um, within your goals, plans, and aspirations for the future. Sagittarius energy here. So it could have something to do with the Sagittarius season, Sagittarius in your chart, someone else's, or nothing to do with Sagittarius or the zodiac or astrology, but more the symbol of pulling back the arrow and what you're trying to manifest spiritually and unconsciously with goals, plans, aspirations for the future. I also have the Libra energy here with the balance scales. So if it's not about a Libra season, Libra in your chart or someone's chart, it could also just be like, how can I have more balance spiritually and unconsciously about these goals, and maybe not get caught up in the emotional part, but manifest more. Also, you had the hummingbird here really close to the human teeth bone there. So you could be thinking about throughout the month of April, or someone else, general environment situation, your innate power, what you're naturally good at with the hummingbird, not caring what other people think about that. Maybe in the past, somebody had some questions here about the family or something about within the family, um, but it doesn't necessarily fit anymore, because there is this beautiful feminine energy here, the feminine symbol in the broom, that is bringing in this deep clearing, and bringing in, the broom is bringing in all this protection here. Sorry, my camera. All this protection here, Capricorn. So the more cleansing that we do and tap into this feminine energy, you could say it's divine feminine energy that we all have inside of us, regardless of gender and all things. This brings in all this beautiful protection and can bring in more abundance. Again, your buckeye and your nutmeg are in your spiritual and unconscious quadrant. This trusting who we are, and finding and going with the things that we're naturally good at, and clearing and cleansing with this feminine energy brings in protection, but also it could bring in some type of leadership role for you or for someone else, or just more confidence in general here with the crown. It's connected to that protection with the coyote claw here too. Capricorn, here's your symbol in your spiritual unconscious section, right next to the honeybee, next to the snake vertebrae, next to the bells here. So the more that you can tap into your innate physical power, the more protected you will feel spiritually and unconsciously. And you're listening to that. You have been, you will be, you are, like straight up. You could be getting some type of letter, message, document, or someone could be giving you some type of letter, message, document here with the letter charm. Or it comes in general, more of a spiritual, unconscious letter, message, document, something to do with protection here. There's also all these new ideas that want to come in. There's like knocking at the door, like, let me in, Capricorn. There's good luck all around that wants to come in. There is right here, it was kind of right on the line. The shell was on top of the elephant, and the elephant is touching the angel coin. Okay, so there could be some old memories here, Capricorn, spiritual and conscious, that have some answers for you. Yeah, really nice reading though. I'm hoping some of that, makes sense. Um, but yeah, that is what I have for you, Capricorn. Um, Always feel free to let me know now or later if any of this makes sense. And I will be posting the picture later of all of this in case you want to look at it again. And it'll just be on my Facebook page, Malessea's Magic Light. And it'll be under this video once I post it after the live is done. And yeah, that is pretty much that. But I wanted to say and show you my face again. Thank you guys, as always, for everything, for your views, your likes, and your subscriptions. They're all great free ways to support the channel here, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube or any of the other social media stuff. So anyway, guys, take care. I'm going to take a break, and then finally, hopefully I will be back later tonight, if not tonight, sometime tomorrow, with the last two, with Aquarius and Pisces. All right, guys, I'll see you later.